Hey, it's Phil, and today's tip is get away from the environment that is holding you back. There is a saying by Jim Rohn, the mentor of Anthony Robbins, who says you're the average of the 5 people you most spend time with. And it is partly true because your mindset, how you believe, how you think, what you do, what you perceive as normal is usually influenced by the environment you put yourself in and the people you connect with and the relationships that you build up. So one of the strange things that you will notice when you want to remove yourself from a bad situation is that you're really motivated to make a change. And you're actually so motivated that you think okay, the other friends are also going to be hugely enthusiastic to change their life, right? Imagine yourself sitting in a bar with 5 friends and they all are overweight and you're also overweight. And you would expect that when you start losing weight that those people would actually be convinced of also starting to exercise, pay attention to their weight, and also be inspired and be motivated by seeing the change within you. But there's a hard truth I have to tell you, because people are very uncomfortable with seeing the change within you, because it also reflects a part that they know that deep down inside they also can change. They can do the same thing. So they say misery loves company, right? So when you're really miserable and you hang around with other people who are miserable, people are opinion how they should feel depending on their relationship and their environment. So if everybody's feeling miserable and your friends are feeling miserable, it kind of feels normal to feel miserable and you don't have a lot of motivation to change your life. But suddenly when you're so miserable that you want to change your life, you can actually start taking steps to improve your life, do something new, do something out of the ordinary which your friends don't really expect. And you will notice something strange, because instead of those people motivating you and supporting you, they will kind of look at you like you're doing something weird. Like you're doing something which they're not used to, and you will feel a bit like an outsider. So a lot of times when you want to change and you feel held back by environments or by relationships, it can become a pretty lonesome road. Because you're very motivated and you really have a desire to change your life, but the other people are just not motivated to do the same. And it's already pretty risky to change your life and do something new, but it's even more difficult when you don't feel supported by your environment and by your friends. But instead of waiting for a situation to change, the best thing that you can do is take initiative, take responsibility, and try to change the situation yourself. Because that's at least is something that you have under control. Because what is normal? You ping what is normal by the environment you put yourself in. So if you put yourself in an environment where a lot of people are feeling negative or miserable or depressed, it kind of feels normal to be depressed and miserable and frustrated, because everybody else is feeling frustrated. So if you want to get out of that situation, the environment and the people and the mindset of the people in that environment are not really stimulating to make a change. So what you have to do then is actually take a jump and put yourself into environments and build up relationships and connect with people who actually have the mindset that you desire to have. So a couple of years ago, 5-6 years ago, I was heavily into partying. I actually discovered electronic music, and I was taking drugs in those days. And it had a pretty devastating impact on my motivation, my health. Every week was just looking forward to the weekend to party. And it was fun, it was something new, I really looked forward to it. It was a whole new world that opened up to me. But in the end, you had the down effects during the week where you really felt miserable, and you had to recover all that serotonin and all those neurotransmitters in your brain had to restore, and I actually felt pretty bad. And that happened so many times, that in the end I was wondering is this really the life that I want to live? Is this really the environment where I want to put myself in? Is there not more to life than just this? Because I had so many friends there, right? Friends. So it actually was a hard choice to just pull myself away from that environment, because a lot of my friends We're going out every weekend, looking forward to meet each other in the weekend. It was the only opportunity to meet those people, taking a lot of drugs, you know, and having, when I look back at it, a lot of superficial, empty conversations. So when I decided to change my life, I mean, not going out anymore, reading a lot, traveling by myself, going to new environments like visiting art, going to coffee bars, having more productive weekends, a lot of my friends actually didn't join me. They just kept on doing the same thing. And I still know a lot of friends who still do the same thing every weekend. So it was already difficult to try something new, but it was also difficult because a lot of my friends, or you know, when I look back at it, a lot of those friends were like fake friends because we didn't really have a lot in common or shared a lot of interesting conversations. I had to leave them all behind to venture into unknown territory, to do something new. So if you expect to be motivated by your environment of other people, you know, and that they would be happy to see you change, you will be surprised that a lot of people will try to convince you that you're actually weird or why would you do it, you know, because it's uncomfortable for them to see that they actually also can do it. So don't be held back by your friends. The best thing that you can do is just try to inspire them. So that's the lesson that I want you to take with you today. Get away from the environment that is holding you back. If you keep on doing the same thing and put yourself in the same environments, it's just going to keep on producing the same results. So think about this. See you next time.